Hey everyone, I'm Nate.
And I'm Abby.
This is Popeye and we're the RC Sailors. In this video we're doing something just a little bit different than we usually do. We're not going to be covering an RC vehicle today of any kind. This is a bit of a safety tip for everybody that is into RC. I have a lot of coworkers, a lot of friends, and a lot of family members that have recently got into drones, especially since this last Christmas. DJI Phantoms from all the way up from a DJI Phantom down to $15 little Eachine 010. They all have LiPo batteries and all can be very dangerous if not charged and discharged properly. Newcomers into the hobby have very little knowledge of batteries and what they're capable of doing, which is actually burning a house down. That's probably worst case scenario. Best case scenario, you can get hundreds to even thousands of flights out of your batteries if you take care of them properly. Today we want to show you a couple different LiPo bags that we wanted to share because I encourage everybody that's now into the hobby, again, even if you just have a $15 little Eachine 010 or a $1,000 drone, you really should have some type of LiPo bag to charge, discharge, balance, and store your batteries in.
LiPo bags are great, but the best form of safety is to never leave your batteries charging unattended.
She's exactly right. And what we're going to show you is not 100% fireproof. It's not like you're putting them in a giant metal case or something. It's just
fire resistant.
Fire resistant. If you're charging batteries on your carpet in your living room floor, and you are playing video games beside them or watching TV while they charge, and you happen to notice they catch on fire, this might save your house. So again, huge disclaimer here, this is just to increase safety, but it's not fireproof. Increased safety, not 100% guaranteed, but you still need these. These are relatively cheap too. Both versions that we're going to show you are actually under 20 bucks each. One is like $5 cheaper than the other.
And both of these LiPo safety bags are from HobbyTiger, which we got on Amazon.
Yeah.
And we'll have them linked down below.
Yeah, both versions of these bags are made with a fiberglass nylon. Now the reason, at least what I can confirm, that you'd want one layer is because I believe some people's skin is a little bit irritated by fiberglass, so you might want to get the single layer one as opposed to the double layer. But in this example that we're going to show you, and you're probably watching it about right now, the single layer we tried to catch on fire with a lighter, and I highly encourage you guys, do not try this at home. There's no reason for it. That's why we're doing it here for you, to show you what can happen to it. With being exposed to heat for a while on the single layer, we were able to actually get it to catch on fire.
Right.
Now I don't think that's a great thing, but the other side of the bag never did catch on fire. So that would slow the fire down a little bit. But on the flip side of that, it also kind of sped up the process a hair too, because only one layer was made out of that fiberglass nylon. And then we tested the other one later. Did that another day because we actually ran out of daylight the first day. And it's outside cooling off right now. We just came back in from testing that one with a lighter held up to it, and it was our double layer.
It performed much better. Extremely
well. I think I held the lighter to it a lot longer on the inside, and it did blacken it a little bit. But
and it smoked just a little bit,
yeah,
but nothing ever caught on fire.
There's a cloth patch on the back of the bag, and I believe some heat was being generated back there, and it kind of made that smoke a little bit. And then I also tried to melt the handle on the outside of the bag, or burn it rather, and it did not catch on fire, but it started to melt. So, you know, again, no matter how nice of a LiPo bag you have, I think there are still some safety precautions you need to take, and nothing is guaranteed. But the point of this video is to encourage extreme safety with all of you guys now flying. And I'm guessing probably half of you watching never thought about getting a LiPo bag before.
But as we said, the most important thing you can do is never leave your batteries charging unattended.
Yeah, very important. She's got a huge point. And just know your batteries too. If you have a new hobby grade charger and you have a 2000 milliamp LiPo battery, some people are going to tell you that you can probably charge that at twice the rate or 3 times the rate, and you probably can. You can probably get away with that a few times, but eventually you're going to damage your batteries. You're going to be charging them unattended, and maybe you forget about them, and then that's how you get the little LiPo explosion.
Right. Also, just another quick tip is once you get a LiPo battery that starts puffing or has exposed wires, you need to dispose of it because
properly.
You should not charge that anymore.
Right, and there are special ways to dispose of those. Usually battery terminal stores where you can buy batteries for your mowers, or even sometimes places that you can buy batteries for your real full-size cars is a good place to get rid of them. And also not just visual performance loss, but if you notice that you used to be able to get a 5 or 6 minute flight time out of your batteries, but now you're getting half that, it's time to probably move on and start thinking about getting another battery, because that's going to start being somewhat dangerous down the road. It has potential to be.
So with any RC, charging batteries is a huge deal. We want to protect you guys, so we'll have those safety bags linked in the description box below by HobbyTiger. And I hope with all, if anything, we just created some awareness to help you.
That's the main thing. And the nicer of the two bags is only 15 bucks, which in most cases is cheaper than a lot of the vehicles. It's cheaper than the batteries themselves. Trust me, this is an investment you want to make. And we actually held a flame to this one and tested it for you. It's the best performing LiPo bag that I've seen. We've in the past tested some generic cheaper ones just out of curiosity to see what they would do, and they kind of catch on fire a little bit.
Just a little bit.
So I highly encourage that you pick one of these up. You store your batteries in them, maybe on concrete or something in a good, safe, cool area. And when you're charging, charge them in that bag. It's got a nice zipper on it. It's a really nice bag. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.